Bubba, why you sweeping?
Man, somebody knocked over my cup of sunflower seeds. It's taking forever for somebody to come over and clean them up. I guess we gonna have to do all the cleaning. Ain't that right?
Yeah, but there's nothing. Wait, are you making a metaphor?
Yeah, too dramatic?
Just a little bit. Better than that. Boo-boo.
I'm trying to help you. Came here to clean up.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, our Hall of Fame sideline reporter David Aldridge. And a special treat here tonight. Joining us courtside is five-time NBA champion Kobe Bryant. Kobe, great to see you. Thanks for joining us.
No, I appreciate it, man. It's always a pleasure to stop by and help out.
We're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
I'm sure.
With that road trip behind them, the Lakers ready to perform in front of their Los Angeles fans. They've hit a rough spot here early, but still have plenty of time in their season to find their way out.
You know, for Los Angeles, they look ready to make all their fans.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Luke Walton played 10 seasons in the NBA, but it wasn't until near the end in 2011 that he started to consider coaching. Walton says, "I never thought about it until I hurt my back." Now, while he was out of action, Phil Jackson invited him to sit in on the coaches' meetings. Walton said, "I realized that I like that side of the game." And Kevin, he succeeded Phil Jackson as head coach of the Lakers. Back to you.
It definitely did, David. He won titles when he played for the Lakers. Now he'll try to bring that winning mindset back to L.A. And in the history of the NBA, only a handful of players have lasted 20 seasons. Kobe, you played all 20 with the Los Angeles Lakers, an NBA record for seasons with one team. What does it mean to just having worn that Laker jersey your entire career?
Well, I mean, it's a huge honor. I've always been a massive Laker fan, even when I was a kid. And so I never dreamed that I'd actually be wearing the golden armor for my NBA career. So to be sitting here right now, having played 20 years, is literally the coolest dream that could have ever happened to any kid. Happened to me.
And I don't know that it'll happen again. The way the league is structured now, money, the free agency, even though you had a chance to leave a couple times, you always chose to stay.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's you know, loyalty is a word that you hear thrown around often.
Some changes for Philadelphia. The great ones checked in for Redick. And it's Fulton for T.J. McConnell. Talk, Kobe, about some of the great one-on-one scores. You might be the best ever, actually. But when you take a look at the crop now, who are some good guys in that one-on-one category that you like?
Kyrie, sensation. Yeah,
great handle. How about his handle? Like one of the best ever.
Yeah, but he can post too, though. I mean, that's the thing, is he can post up. He can turn left shoulder. He can turn right shoulder. He can shoot a left-hand jump hook coming across the middle. He can pull up going left. He can pull up going right. He can attack off the handle. He can attack off a triple threat. You know, he's built the game without any weaknesses. I think most players, should be thankful that he's not 6'6".
You're right. He'd be Kobe Bryant then, right? He'd be Kobe Bryant. But I always thought that, you know, his dad played big-time college basketball, played in Australia. Your dad played. I mean, there is something inherent, regardless of how much, that comes from the son of a pro player.
Growing up overseas as well.
Exactly, in Australia.
Growing up overseas as well. And look at his game being so fundamentally sound and having basic structure. There's a lot to be said for that.
Absolutely.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Yeah, I like the quick release, Greg. He does a nice job getting it up quickly, especially when he's facing a bigger defender.
Here's Kuzma. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Channing Frye's checked in for Lopez. Bang comes in for Brandon Ingram. Aldwell Pope, he's checked in for Ball. And it's Tyler Ennis in for Isaiah Thomas. And after 20 years in the NBA, Kobe, you were able to play with so many teammates. Can you make a short list of some of your favorites over the years?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Pau Gasol for me. Derek Fisher.
And a quality person.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just the nicest guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah, right.
You know? And Derek Fisher, Ronnie Turioff, he's one of my all-time favorites. Lamar Odom, Shaq, obviously, Robert Horry, Rick Fox. I mean, I've been very fortunate to play with some great teams. Horace Grant, A.C. Green. I mean, the list goes. Brian Harper. I mean, I can go on and on all day long. Brian Shaw. I was very fortunate to have some really good teammates.
Kobe, for a guy like yourself who made an incredible amount of three-point shots during your career, what is it like watching Steph Curry? Just how much has he changed the league? It was always watching the dunks of Jordan. Now we got kids that want to shoot the ball from distance.
Yeah. Shooting the ball from distance now has kind of become like a home run in baseball, right? Where it's exciting to watch the ball in flight. I think it's great because it just adds more love to the game, more things that players can do or kids can do that can't dunk. Right? It's like dunking those things, right? But now the kids that can dunk, there's something else that's fun. There's something else that's entertaining, like shooting threes. Right? So
boy, that takes a lot of work.
Yeah, it sure does. I mean, it's a lot of
hundreds of shots daily.
Yeah, it's a lot of repetition. I mean, you know, Steph, you watch him out there playing and making all these shots. He's put in hours and hours and hours of hard work. Continue to do so.
And the Lakers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. That's good from the great one. With that three-point shooting on the rise, Kobe, if you were coming into the league right now, would you try to lean more in that direction than the incredible acrobat that you were when you were in your prime?
It depends who I was playing against. You know, I try to build my game to be able to do all those things. And
you could. I mean, you're like one of the few guys that could do it.
Yeah, so it just depends on who I was matching up against, which determines then how I would try to punish the defense.
I like that.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a softer one. And I was like, no, punish is a good one.
You're honest. The 76ers with another miss. It's stolen by Sharks. Ilyasova dishes to Fultz. Screen by Sharch. Here's the great one. And he's good on the three ball. The great one's got his third bucket of the night. Kobe, there are a lot of great guards and wings in the league right now. When you look around, are there any that remind you of the way you played, or maybe are approaching, going down that road and say, I want to be like Kobe Bryant? I watch a lot of his tapes, much like you did when you were growing up.
Yeah, well, Isaiah has a hunger and a thirst for the game, and he's not going to stop. He's constantly curious. He's constantly
His
working.
size makes him a different kind of guy, though.
Isn't that unbelievable, though?
It is shocking.
That's unbelievable. But he can finish at the rim. He can shoot the long ball. He can pull up left and right. He has great physicality and a great body about him. He can punish bigs at the rim. And the other is quiet. I mean, when I watch quiet play, I'm just looking in the mirror. The moves, the positions on the floor.
So glad you said that. I feel the same way.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, and it's a great, great feeling because, I'm sure Michael felt the same way. When he retired and he watched me play, you're seeing the same spots. You're seeing a person who studied the person that came before. And there's no need to reinvent the wheel when the wheel's already been created. You just put it on a different car.
Well, he has been guided by his coaching staff to watch you and Michael Jordan tape. And I think that's kind of what he's done.
Yeah, well, we connected. We've talked about this stuff before in the past. And, again, he's a curious kid.
And all business.
Yeah, curious. Steps out on the floor, he's all business. There's nothing funny. There's nothing silly going on. He's here to do his job. He's here to help San Antonio win games.
And the 76ers making a change here. Holmes checked in. Screen by Sharch. Shot clock at 5. Here's Fultz. Tries to save it and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Lakers leading by 7. To the middle. It's stolen by Sharks. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Holmes Sets a screen. Passes it to the great one. Shot clock at 6. Off the screen. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Here's Zubac. No good on that last second attempt there. And that does it for the first quarter. Lakers lead by 5. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans.
I think I'll forever be associated with Duke and Duke basketball. And obviously, that's a polarizing topic for some people. They like me, some people don't like me. But I take a lot of pride in the fact that I went to school there, I got to play there, and I graduated from Duke.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
You know, and listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And then listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and haven't gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been, Kevin. I think it's about where he's going and what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Yeah, nice beginning so far. This is how you play out of the gate.
We've got Channing Frye. Also, Ivica Zubac out there. Caldwell Pope out there with Dang. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And Kobe, did the Laker front office ever talk to you or just brush an idea past you to get your opinion on things, whether it be a trade or a free agent signing or whatever?
No, we never really did that. We never had that kind of working relationship. And I think it's actually better that way because then it enables me to have a better relationship with the guys where they know I'm not involved in those decisions. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because if so, it makes it weird. That relationship, guys get traded and teammates are looking at you and it's hard for them to trust you and all sorts of stuff. The most conversation I had was with Dr. Buss in this very shaky time.
Yes.
Where I voiced my concerns, and he said, listen, I promise you, if you see the right trade, you will pull the trigger, and I'm going to do everything I can to get you a championship. I promise you that. And after he said that, I trusted him completely. That was that. And then the following year, he made a beautiful trade for Pau Gasol.
And a couple championships. Worked out well.
Yeah, it did.
You got to play against some great defenders in the NBA like Draymond Green of Golden State and others. What are some of the things that, I mentioned Draymond Green, that he does as a player that you think separates him from the rest of the defensive guys in the league?
He does his research. He does his homework.
You can tell.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can tell. When you watch him play, he puts himself in position before the offensive player even attacks. And how does he know that? Because he's watching film. He studies. He knows the player's tendencies. And so when you mix in the research to go along with his frame, and the quick hands and the foot speed, then you have a defensive player that's a force.
So, Kobe, in retrospect, what has caught your eye now, a year away from the game, that perhaps didn't resonate when you played the game?
The time required to do it, right? Because when you step away from the game, you realize all the things that you missed. You know, all the taking the kids here, being there, being at home with them, just giving, you know, our newborn baby a bath every single night, like those things, right? But when you're playing, you're so immersed, so obsessed over the game that you don't even realize what you're missing. You don't even know. Like, I don't even see it. Wasn't even aware. You know, so having that perspective now is, you know, has changed things.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Hey, Kobe, you know, when you take a look at great NBA rivalries, your mind goes more to the past than the present. I'm not sure why that is, but maybe you can enlighten us why rivalries seem to matter more or were more in our minds from yesteryear as opposed to today.
Because we can recall where we were when. Right? The recollection is always more powerful in retrospect, right? I mean, that's always, you remember where you were when Magic hit that running hook shot.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Some people can remember where they were when Nelson hit that shot that bounced off the back of the rim and almost touched the rafters and fell back in. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think it's those memories that create a lasting impact. And even though in today's game, you can look at it and say, there's no real rivalries in today's game, there are. But they're only sink in over time.
So you think the Cleveland Golden State rivalry, because the greats are on opposite sides, there will linger and will resonate like that?
Absolutely.
And Kobe, you played for a handful of coaches during your career. When you look back on it, was there one? The 76ers trail by 4. And there's the pass to the great one. In the corner, Simmons with it. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's the great one. He's covered by Deng. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And, of course, always keeping an eye on the top rookies in the league. We get a chance to see the first-year players with the most steals this season. Lonzo Ball, number 1. Ben Simmons, 3rd.
And really both showing a gift at the defensive end, applying pressure and picking pockets.
You know, sometimes guys, particularly if they're young, gamble too much, but these two create turnovers within the confines of the scheme. Great work.
Sharch is checked in for the 76ers. He can't make a second free throw either. Missing both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Lopez, no luck. The 76ers trail by 4. 1:35 left to play here in the second quarter. Sharch, that's good. Sharch has got his first basket.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Ennis kicks to Ingram. Lopez a screen. Now here's Ingram. He started closely. Just 4 to shoot over Bellinelli. And that one's good. Ingram. And the Lakers lead by 4.
And Ingram hits these mid-range jumpers, guys, in his sleep. I mean, the defenses can't allow him to get going from there. That's his sweet spot.
Kobe, I know you've got to go, but it's been a real treat for you to join us tonight. I know our fans have all enjoyed the broadcast. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for having me, man. Looking forward to doing this again.
The great Kobe Bryant. And Clark, you've been broadcasting for the entire span of Kobe's playing career. How is it to share a booth with someone who you've watched progress throughout their entire career?
Well, it certainly reminds me that I'm moving into that last block on the demographic charts. I'm in the early third quarter, if you will, that's for sure. But it's a treat because it's wonderful to see how he grew as a player and as a man, and much, much respect for Kobe Bryant because he's a first ballot Hall of Famer doing great things off the court, too.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Ennis passes to Zubac. Back to Ennis. It's stolen by Fultz. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Ennis.
Boy, the speed of Fultz, you love that. Excellent at getting to the rim and drawing the foul.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Fry's checked in. LA has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Ennis. He has 5. Pass to Fry. They set the pick. Caldwell Pope outside. From deep. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Los Angeles on top, up by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Without the great ones checked in for Robert Covington. And Clark, if you're a player on a cold streak, either in a game or over a couple games, does that tend to stay with you and get in your head?
You know, it's been so long since I played, Kevin. I would like to think that it didn't with me because the games came so fast. You're playing 3, 4, 5 times a week. You don't have time to loiter on a good game or bad game because the next one is on top of you. So I typically was able to get on to the next play within a game and to the next game after the prior game.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, the young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. J.J. Redick is out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's the great one in at the 3. Ilyasova, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Lakers lead by 3.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
They set the screen. Ilyasova, a screen on Thomas. Here's Simmons, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Simmons got 11.
Boy, what skill from Simmons. I mean, so adept at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
McConnell passes to the great one. Pass to Embiid. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
Luol Deng is checked in for the Lakers. Tyler Ennis comes in for Isaiah Thomas. And the 76ers also making a change. Owen Ellie's checked in. Ennis kicks the front. To the middle. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got his second basket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Ilyasova passes to McConnell. Ilyasova a screen. Here's Embiid. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Embiid's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
And this is what you get with Embiid. A real scrapper, even though he's a big, skilled, talented guy. He's an energy guy as well.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. There's the dish to Deng. 6 on the shot clock. Over Bellinelli. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Deng's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Yep, they sure did. Seemed like they had them completely figured out, hammered them with their aggressive defense throughout the game.
Ennis with the ball. He has 5. There's the pick. Kicks to front. Outside Deng. Got a piece of it. Dishes it to Ilyasova. Over Fry. That one off the back iron and out. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Down low. Zubac. And he dunks it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow.
And what a beautiful move it was that he picked. And, you know, the Sixers were heavily criticized for the so-called process, enduring the pain of losing big. People forget the prior decade when the team tried to contend, only won a single playoff series.
Really, the right play defensively, if you can't block force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Ball's checked in for Los Angeles. Then for the 76ers, Rashawn Holmes. He's checked in for Joel Embiid. Sharch comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Fulton for T.J. McConnell. And Zubats picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
Fultz dishes to Ilyasova. Here's the great one. He's covered by Deng. Just 5 to shoot. Holmes kicks to Sharch. Over Deng. And the shot no good, a bit short. LA's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Caldwell Pope outside. There's the pick. Hall with a wide open look. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The 76ers lead. The feed to Fultz. Passes it to the great one. He dishes it to Sharch. Tries it from 9. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Sharch has got 6. 107 left to play in the third. Now, Ball. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. He kicks it to Fry. Now the pass to Zubats. Feeds it to Ball. Bang for 3. The putback. Rebound by the 76ers. The great one's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Over to the wing. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. The great one's got 20 points.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Lakers trail by 5. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ball kicks to Caldwell Pope. Here's the screen. Pass to Zubats. 4 on the shot clock. Drills the three-pointer. 12 points for him.
Yeah, such a sweep. He can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Great production offensively tonight. How did you find some rhythm?
Oh, DA, I'm always in rhythm, baby. Don't you know I'm a DJ? DJ? Come on. But tonight was special because I connected with the beat and I was straight up dancing.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Holland.
Yes, sir.
Simply wonderful tonight, DJ Amazo.
I'm sure you say that to all the superstars, boo-boo.
Man.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Man, it is great to be with you again, everybody. The NBA season has now hit full stride. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Philadelphia as the 76ers go up against the Golden State Warriors. A good roll continuing right now for the Warriors. An impressive 4-game winning streak. They're really playing good basketball. We'll see if they can extend it to 5 with a win tonight. And guys, on this team tonight, we'll see both Shammy Wells and DJ on the floor. Wells has taken DJ under his wing and acted like a mentor to him. Just how much does that help in the NBA?
Well, I'm not sure if Shammy Wells is the best choice, but it's nice to see him stick the guy, with a guy. But
Boo Boo, have you seen my mop?
No. What's going on, little Jug?
Man, I can't find my mop anywhere. I just put it down for a second and... Charlie, you see my mop?
What's up?
Where's my mop, man? You see my mop?
You took his mop, man.
Yo,
Come on.
did you take my mop?
He's freaking out
I'm
right now.
so dead. Where's my mop?
Hey, relax, sir. Hey, bro, give him his mop back, man. You can't.
Oh,
Sammy's got your mop.
I was
Oh,
kidding. I
thank
was only
God.
kidding. Here.
man, you play too much,
Hey, that
Sam.
serves you right for that towel prank, man.
Oh, man, I'm gonna get you.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Warriors. And
Well, guys, Draymond.
He's the glue that holds the team together, DA. Always important to have a guy who can fire up his teammates.
Get a nice thing,
The new year getting ramped up. Always a roller coaster ride, which is fun. Brent, have you ever been on a team that, say, started slowly, then really turned it on late, or the other way around?
Well, I've been on teams that...
Warriors leading by 4. Outside Curry. He dishes it to Thompson. Floats one. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Superb job by Clay to draw the contact for the and-one opportunity. Great focus on the play.
Fultz, he's checked in for the 76ers. And the Warriors also making a change. Pachulia is checked in. Embiid the screen. Here's Simmons. It's tipped.
That's great anticipation by Pachulia, using his length to turn that shot away.
Last outing for Golden State. They won that game against Boston.
Always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Yeah, sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight.
The great one passes to Fultz. Embiid the screen. Pass to the great one. 6 to shoot. Draymond Green pulls it in. Warriors leading by 5. The shot by Thompson. No one's around. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Sharch is checked in for Embiid. Ilyasova comes in for Ben Simmons. And it's Bellinelli in for Robert Covington. West is checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. Outside Curry. Picked by West. Curry kicks it to West. Back to Curry. Over Saric. And the Warriors miss again.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still, there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Open from the great one. The Warriors have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Picked by Pachulia. Launches it. Pachulia. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. And the Warriors lead by 7.
Persistence from Pachulia. Say that 5 times fast, Kevin.
He dinks the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Back to Curry. Picked by Pachulia. A baseline J. Out to Thompson for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And we all know in a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
And a very good all-around effort here, and that's what you need to win on the road.
And really few teams in NBA history have undertaken the sort of extreme makeover the Sixers did over the last 4 years, and a lot of losing along the way, but the fans have been surprisingly supportive of the rebuilding process.
And before the rebuild, the Sixers for a long time were stuck in mediocrity, treading water, Greg, as they might say.
Yeah, and it's hard to make that leap without top draft picks, and the Sixers plumbed the depths, if you will. And now, though, I think they've found their treasure trove.
And his touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter. He's missing a ton of shots.
And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Warriors.
And you can see how big a role the three-point shot played in their offense. They were determined to spread the floor and just kind of open things up through their long-range game.
Both free throws good from the great one. And the Warriors dominant last season again, not only because, Greg, of their offense, but because of their defense. One of the best in the NBA, and they're just so active on that end of the floor.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Credit their personnel, because it allows them so much more flexibility defensively. And even when they go small, they have excellent rim protection. They're a physical bunch. I just don't think they get enough credit for their rebounding. One of the better teams in our league.
Good predictive steal by Klay Thompson. Makes a great read. Snatches that one away. Gets in the passing lane.
But the dunk at the other end.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Picked by West. Outside Curry. Over Fultz. Curry's shot is...
Well, if they could have put a 6-man in to guard Steph Curry, they would have. And it wouldn't have mattered.
The pass to Ilyasova to the paint. Here's Fultz. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Back to Curry. Pass to Iguodala. Launches a 3. Ilyasova comes up with the rebound. The great one passes to Saric. Here's the great one. Pachulia cover. No good from the great one. The Warriors leading. Iguodala dishes to Thompson. They set the screen. Back to Iguodala. Jacks up a 3. Here's Pachulia. No good on the buzzer beater. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Warriors lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And here's DJ speaking on the guidance he's received from Shammy Wells.
Well, more than anything this season, Shammy's been a...
You get the feeling that Shammy Wells has matured also from their relationship.
Yeah, if you asked which player on this team would take DJ under their wing, one of the last answers you get would be Shammy Wells. But it seems like he's turned over a new leaf.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, their efforts have been rewarded here after one. Winning the battle over second chance points has them ahead on the scoreboard.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. Bell is out there with West. And it's Iguodala in at the 3. Picked by West. And Thompson kicks to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 8 points for Steph Curry.
Steph feeling the pick out well there, knowing exactly where to go to take advantage. That's a smart play.
Here's the great one. He's covered by Thompson.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Curry kicks to Thompson. Bell passes to Curry. Curry with another miss.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
Bellinelli softly drops in the floater. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. The dish to West. On the wing, Iguodala lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
What is nice to see from Iguodala in the tail end of his career, Brent, is that he has actually gotten more efficient from the floor.
Well, Iguodala does a good job of picking and choosing his spots, and I think having the teammates that he has, drawing that kind of attention, guys like Curry, Durant, and certainly Klay Thompson from the perimeter, opens up opportunities that Iguodala just can read so very well. Doesn't need to be risky with anything he does offensively.
And nicely done, running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Here's the great one. He's covered by Thompson. The great one passes to Fultz. There's a screen. Sharch with the screen for Fultz. Over Thompson. That one wide left. Warriors leading by 3. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. Ron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. Never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you. J.J. Redick's checked in for Philadelphia, and then for Golden State. Green, he's checked in for West, and it's Kevin Durant in for Andre Iguodala. Some changes for Philadelphia. Simmons checked in for Sharch, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. Brent, each coach has his strengths, and they've got weaknesses, but if you needed someone to drop a play to get you one bucket out of a timeout, who are some of the names you turn to?
I think I'm going to turn to Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, possibly James Harden, because 2 points can happen after a free throw, right, Kev? So if I can get James Harden to the line.
And Philadelphia has possession, trailing by 2. Simmons on the wing. Pachulia against Embiid. It's stolen by Curry. Fast break. Here we go. Shot from 12. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Simmons passes to the great one. to Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Over Durant. The 76ers with another miss. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Green leading the charge.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Thompson. For Philadelphia, they have put up good numbers in the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And for the Sixers, trust the process was the motto. And the process now finally bearing fruit. You see the young talent. Now it's about figuring out how all these pieces fit together.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Sharch checked in for Embiid. Bellinelli comes in for Simmons. And it's Fulton for J.J. Redick.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
Here's the great one, defended by Durant. The shot's good from the great one. You were talking about the fits for these young Sixers. A bit of a log jam in recent seasons in their front court.
Yeah, I mean, they were in talent acquisition mode, just going for the best player available. And now as they see things taking shape, it's time to try and balance the roster.
32 seconds left in the first half of the game. Fultz with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. From 11 feet away. Dishes it to Fultz. Buries it from three-point range. Fultz has got 5.
And how about the quick fire release of Fultz? It is difficult to guard. You know he's thinking about shooting as the pass is coming his way.
Now here's Durant. He picked up 15 points in the last one against Boston.
I also thought he did a tremendous job in terms of timing in that game, swatting away some shots. Ended up with 3 blocks in that game.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. 76ers on top. They lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard. And the 76ers with some changes. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Embiid. The great one comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Fulton for J.J. Redick. And then for Golden State, West is checked in for JaVale McGee. Bell comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Iguodala in for Durant. McConnell and Fultz, the playmaking pair in the backcourt. Great one out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Holmes in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Shots good by Iguodala. The 76ers leading by 9. Pass to McConnell. Back to Simmons. Here's the great one. A three-pointer off the mark. Golden State's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Curry kicks to Thompson. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Simmons got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside. And what skill from Simmons. A total genius at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. The feed to Bell. Back to Iguodala. Picked by West. Iguodala's drive, and he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
How about Iguodala's focus on that play? That was amazing. Didn't let the defense get to him one bit.
Sharch is checked in for Philadelphia. Ilyasova comes in for T.J. McConnell. The Warriors also with a sub. Pachulia, he's checked in for David West. Here's the great one. A beautiful reverse layup. The great one's got 19 points.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Warriors trail by 10. Outside Curry. They set the pick. Back to Iguodala. again, no good by Golden State.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now, a bit out of rhythm.
And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle, too.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Well, we don't have a chalkboard here to draw it up, but if you could explain it, what's your favorite inbounds play when you really need a bucket?
All right, Kevin, so the guy goes to the right, he comes off the down pick, and then on the backside you run the hammer and you dribble to the right side, you throw along the baseline, but you're looking for the 4-man on the slip, and also the 5-man's popping back for the jump shot. Got it?
I got it. I like the run the hammer. Run the hammer. Now, here's Thompson. Guarded closely. Picked by Pachulia, and the foul called on the great one. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Not me to do that.
Thompson with it. 9 points in the game so far. On the wing, it's Iguodala. 6 on the shot clock. Excellent use of the screen that time. Iguodala's got 8 points in the quarter.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made 1 in the first half. Now he has 1 so far in this half. Look out.
Here's the great one. He's covered by Thompson. Iguodala with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Pulls up. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Thompson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Warriors. Here's the great one. He's covered by Thompson. The shot's good from the great one.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Warriors trail by 10. Timeout called the Warriors. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Bell dishes to Curry. His 3-pointers off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Here's the great one. He's covered by Thompson. Here's the great one. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. He's been getting to the line. Now his 6th trip in the game.
And how about the job he's done at the free throw line?
That free throw good from the great one.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Both free throws good from the great one. And Brett, in your younger years, your dad, of course, played for the Golden State Warriors. You have connections with the Bay Area, certainly. Any memories of watching the old Warriors team play?
Well, of course, Kevin. I was a ball boy when I was 4 years old, and I remember getting into the locker room and having a chance to get on the practice court and riding to the arena with my dad. And then my years in high school when I made my way there to watch Run TMC and spent my summers with Chris Mullin trying to get myself ready for the NBA. I love the Bay Area. I love where I'm from, and I have to admit it. I love the Warriors.
Warriors trail by 10. Curry with a wide open look. Another miss by Curry.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. They dodged the bullet there.
Here's the great one.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. Iguodala. And that one goes long. The 76ers leading by 12. Here's the great one. Banked in off the glass. The great one's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, The onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Holmes, that's a screen. Simmons left side to the middle. And there's Sharch on the assist by Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 13. Now Thompson. He's got 11. Feeds to Bell. Back to Thompson. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Thompson's got 13. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers lead by 11. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy. Drive and kick. Let it come out in the wash, all right?
And Steve Kerr asking his guys to simply run their offense, share the basketball.
Yeah, and don't just settle for tossing it around the horn. Attack the defense. Play inside out when you can.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. And it's Pachulia in at the 5, down low. Here's the great one. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Brent, 15th overall is where you were drafted, right in the middle of the first round. A very nice place to be. Talk about the nerves waiting for your name to be finally called by the commissioner on that podium.
Well, Kevin, I wasn't nervous, and I'll tell you why. Actually, I was nervous, and it was more about the captain landing the plane. You and I have shared this story, and I'll share it with you again. During that draft, I was actually on an airplane and did not see one moment of the NBA draft in 1996. So my biggest nerves were that the pilot was going to bring the plane down safely, and then I watched the draft on VCR about 2 hours later.
No kidding.
That's the truth.
Wow.
So the best part about that, Kevin, I'll tell you this, is the fast forward button.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't the first pick. We could fast forward that, or the second, or the third, and we got to that 15th pick, and what an honor to have my name called in the first round of the NBA draft.
An honor indeed. Embiid with the up there for Durant.
How about the overall ball movement? Green whipping the rock over to his open teammate. Look.
The 76ers leading by 7. Outside, Simmons. The great one passes to Sharch. Embiid the screen. Thompson comes with the double team. 4 on the clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot on. Again, and Embiid lays it in. And the 76ers lead by 9.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Kicks it to Durant. And another 3 for Golden State.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Green kicks to Durant. Thompson dishes to Durant. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Thompson from long range connects from 3-point range. Now it's just a 3-point 76ers lead. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Passes it to the great one. He kicks to Covington. Stolen by Durant.
Are they stealing fucking everything?
Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10. Timeout called the 76ers. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Now listen, Kevin Durant.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed.
I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Congrats on the win. Now, you got it going offensively. How did you create looks for yourself against the defense?
You know, DA, creating is easy for me. You know, on any given play, I see about 2 or 3 ways to rip a defense apart. And, you know, the hardest part, actually, it's not really that hard. Everything's pretty easy for me, but you know, the challenging part is picking which way to go about it because, you know, I usually pick the shot that it's most likely to end up on my highlight reel.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.
There y'all go. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, not today, DJ Beast Mode.
No love, boo-boo?
Nah, bro. You on fire. And I ain't about to burn up these freshly manicured nails.
I see you.
Yo, legit, could have been a hammer. I believe it. Thank you.